What is up? What is up? Good morning from Pattaya, Thailand. Hopefully I am actually live this time. Man, what is going on with my OBS? My OBS is tripping, dude. I'm struggling. Again, still knocking all the dust off of this thing. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Okay, am I live? Bro, what is happening on my live stream? Like, I got a notification on my YouTube app that I was live, but I don't think I'm live. Okay, I'm struggling today, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone from beautiful Pattaya, Thailand. It is a sunny, beautiful day here, blue skies, 8 a.m. here in Pattaya, Thailand. Kevin, thank you. I appreciate the super chat, my friend. Cream Pie Repairs are making progress. All the body panels that we have ordered should arrive today. I thought they were going to arrive yesterday, but yesterday, if you did not know, was Mother's Day here in Thailand. So pretty much everybody took the day off. So yeah, on the struggle bus. On the struggle bus this morning, guys. Sorry. My OBS software is being weird. Again, maybe I'm just still trying to knock the dust off from not being live for a couple weeks. Still trying to figure things out. Please let me know if the audio sounds good. Make sure that there's no echoes. And yeah, I hope you are all doing well. Apparently, I'm going up against Trump and Elon are currently live. I did not know this. I'm sure that's a very interesting conversation. You know, I really don't get into like politics and stuff like this on that channel, but on this channel or my other channel either. But yeah, what a flex. Let's see who gets more views, the CB live channel or Trump and Elon. I think I can probably take him down. Scott, I just redesigned the hood, my friend. We just put a new hood on the car. So yeah, back to a full hood on the E30. It just has like a cutout in the center of the hood that kind of looks like the hood that's what's on the C6ZR1 just without the glass. Because my intake plenum that houses my individual throttle bodies will rub underneath the hood. Listening to me and Trump at the same time. Where are they live at? Where are they live? Maybe we can watch it together. I assume they're probably live on X. I think when I was doing the live stream, it was just Trump and Elon live on X. What's up? Good morning, guys. Bro, the thing is I don't even have a Twitter. Yeah. I can't watch it because I don't have Twitter. I tried to watch it. I was gonna pull it up and watch it with you guys, but I don't have Twitter. So and I'm not about to sign up for Twitter. Twitter's pretty toxic. Maybe I'll just watch the replay. I'm sure it'll be posted on YouTube or something. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with everybody and say good morning. Um, it is definitely today's subject is life in Thailand during low season, life in Thailand during rainy season. Which it's funny, as soon as I got back to Thailand, in Bangkok, we had massive thunderstorms. Like massive thunderstorms, bro. Every single day. At least once a day, sometimes 2 to 3 times a day. We're talking about the type of storms that you look outside and you go, "Oh my god." There was multiple times I would just go to dinner and I would end up being stuck at a restaurant for 2 hours in Bangkok because it was just a total monsoon where, you just didn't wanna walk in the rain or, it was impossible to get a Grab taxi or you couldn't nobody wanted to go anywhere because the weather was so bad. Yeah, I don't have Twitter, so I can't watch it. I purposely my entire life avoided getting I did have a Twitter at one point, but, um, I don't remember the login. I never was really active on it. I had a Twitter at one point to follow, like, crypto news, but I don't remember what my login is. Don says he spent a low season in Phuket and Bangkok in August, barely rained. Phuket normally gets a lot of rain, and I mean, it's August now, and I was just in Bangkok, and it was, like, total monsoon every single day. I was in Bangkok for 10 days, and every single day for 10 days, it poured at least once a day. Like I said, there was multiple times I went out to dinner and ended up getting stuck at a restaurant for like 2 hours because the rain was that bad. Here in Pattaya, not so much. It's definitely raining a lot less here than it has been in Bangkok, and I actually like it. Um, actually, I like the low season. Just Mike hates Twitter hates me. I'm banned for life for the 3rd time. Nice. The main thing the main thing that I am liking so far about being back here in Thailand during this time of year is it is significantly cooler right now than it was when I left. The main reason that I left Thailand. Okay, can we start planning next year's Songkran, Soy 6 and 7? Of course, bro. I'm ready, man. Every year. 2025, 2026, 2027, Songkran, Soy 7, Soy 6. That's like, dude, honestly, like one of the best times of my life is Songkran in Pattaya, Soy 6 just going to war with all the girls with water guns. Man, yeah. If you know, you know. So, what Day is talking about is if you guys are not on my Patreon, you should definitely join my Patreon. The link is in the video description. We do multiple CB meetups per year, but one of the big ones, we do two really, really big ones. That's New Year's Eve and Songkran. But we do another five, six, eight per year. Almost monthly, we do CB media meetups through my Patreon. But Songkran, the Thai New Year, where it's basically a water fight for like 5 days. Doing that on Soy 6 with all the working girls, it's chaos, bro. It is chaos. It is so much fun. It is so much fun. Yeah. So much fun. Anyway, yeah, when I left Thailand to go to Poland, one of the main reasons I left was I went to Patumtani. I was in the suburbs of Bangkok, about an hour north of Bangkok. And I was in Patumtani to attend a car event. And after the car event was over, I went back to my hotel, I took a shower, and I went out. It was probably about 9:30 to finally get dinner. And I'm sitting at a restaurant, a Thai restaurant, and it's outside. And I have a fan sitting next to me. There's a giant fan next to me and I'm eating dinner. And it's at 9:30 at night. And while I'm eating dinner, sweat is dropping into my food while I'm eating dinner. And this is coming from a guy that's born and raised in Atlanta, where it is extremely hot and extremely humid. And this is coming from a guy that has spent years of his life living in Thailand. I'm used to hot and humid weather. But it got to the point where I'm literally eating uh I'm eating dinner and sweat is dropping into my food at 9:30 at night. I was like, bro, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. I need a break. I gotta go. They cleared 1 million listeners. Wow. How many are we currently at? 64. So only 950,000 to go. Okay, let's see if we can beat Trump and Elon. I'm gonna stay live until I get 1 million viewers. Okay, so I'm not turning off this live stream until we beat Trump and Elon's record. So if they're at 1 million, we're gonna beat them. Or I'm not turning off the live stream. I'll die here. But yeah, so I just had to go, man. It was so hot. But now that I've officially returned, and it as a car enthusiast, I hate the rain. I hate rain as a car enthusiast. Well, one reason is I just wrecked my car because of the rain. But also, you know, you like to have your cars clean 10 years later, if I'm lucky, Don. Uh, you like to have your cars clean, and if it's raining, your cars and your motorbike never stays clean. It never stays clean. But what it does do is it brings the temperature here in Thailand down significantly. And with the cloudy days and the weather dropping here in Thailand and it being a lot less busy, I am loving Thailand right now. I always tell people to come to Thailand, November, December, January, February, peak season, good weather. But if you've done Thailand, if you've done Southeast Asia during peak season multiple times, and you've never been to Thailand this time of year, you might actually really enjoy it a lot. You might possibly enjoy it more than December and January. I think I personally do. I can go to a bar and I can get a good seat. I can go to a restaurant and I get good service. You can go out to the nightclubs and get a good table. You can go out to the go-go's and you can get a seat with multiple friends in a go-go on Walking Street. You get a much better experience because there's no tourists here. I mean there's some, but there's no I mean compared to December and January, this place is flooded with people. And sometimes that's not a good thing. Sometimes, yeah, like it's a good vibe, but sometimes it can be frustrating. Um, and man, right now, the temperature is actually pretty good. It's tolerable. It's tolerable. And the experience here right now, it's better than I remember, to be honest. I've only been back here in Pattaya for what, 5 days? But so far, I'm loving it, man. ADJ, did we hit 1 million? Did we hit 1 million? Kevin, see you later, dude. Peace, man. See you soon when you make it here. Scott had a good point about how Twitter deals with the way they do their views in a different way than almost any platform. So, like, currently we have 76 people here. I think Twitter, even if someone comes in and then leaves, they keep that individual person as a count of how many people are on the live stream. So Scott said no salt needed on your food. He's talking about when I was sweating in my food. Yeah, bro. It's especially up in Patoon Tani. There's like no breeze. That's one thing about being here in Pattaya. Like I went and sat out on the beach last night and had a sunset beer, and the breeze was so nice, man. Oh my god, it was so good. So good, man. And I'm super stoked just to be here, set up at my condo, and just have a home base again, and just have my motorbike. Today I'm gonna go pick up my Evo, so I'm gonna have my Evo again. Agree, it's the best time of the year to be in Thailand. I've visited Thailand every month over the year of the last 10 years. Yeah, a bit. When you first start coming to Southeast Asia and Thailand, you want to be here during like the peak season. You know, December, January, where everybody else is here and it has the vibe and things are super busy and it's exciting. But once you visited so many times, you get to the point where like I don't want to go into a bar and not be able to get a seat. I don't want to go into places and it be completely crowded and you don't get as good service because the staff is trying to deal with so many people. You kind of get to a point where you're like, man, I kind of like it during low season. I kind of like it when there's less people here. It's a better experience. I mean, I guess it really just depends on what you're after. But yeah, just Mike says, I'm about to order another shirt. Do they still run a little on the smaller size? Uh, uh, yeah, I guess they run like the normal t-shirts and the dry fit shirts. I guess they would run, I guess you would call them slim fit, but they're very stretchy. So the one thing that I love about my shirts are uh they're they're very breathable and they're very stretchy. So it's a very lightweight shirt. But I definitely wouldn't call them baggy. If anything, I would call them slim fit. If you're concerned, if you don't know whether to go with an XL or a 2XL, I would size up before you would size down. But yeah. Nice. September 3rd, moving to Bangkok from West Coast Canada. Just in time, bro. You're going to miss the winter in Canada. What part of Bangkok are you moving to, if you don't mind me asking? Cool, man. Ride safe up in Pi. It's been a long time since I've been to Pi. Last time I was in Pi was a motorbike tour up there as well. And yeah, it was still kind of on the other side of that whole global pandemic thing. Um like bars and stuff were open, but they were technically supposed to close at I think it was like 10 p.m. All the bars and everything had to close. But it was a good time to be out there. It was pretty chill. Stagwar, what's up? Finn, are there any skeeters in Patia? Guys, what's what's a skeeter? I, I'm I don't know if I should be asking this question or not, but can somebody please inform me what a skeeter is? Yeah, Bangkok, man. I was gonna move to Bangkok. If you're on my Patreon, you saw a video. I made a video and I posted it on my Patreon. Guys, big news! I'm moving back to Bangkok, and I was there for 10 days. Then I changed my mind. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Siam Hotel for the first 2 months. I've never been to Bangkok, so things are still up there. Gonna figure it out as I go. It's gonna be opening up my production company specializing in documentaries. You're staying in the Siam Hotel for 2 months? Oh, mosquitoes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Um, are there? Yeah, I think there's mosquitoes. I've never really had a problem with mosquitoes. I'm never a guy that has had problem with mosquitoes. You're staying in a hotel for 2 months, bro? Guys, seriously, I say this all the time. If you've never been to Thailand, if you're visiting for the first time or you're considering moving here, you guys gotta talk to me about this stuff. There's a link in the description to be able to jump on a video call with me for an hour and discuss, like, hey, I'm coming to Thailand, I'm figuring stuff out, to help you decide how to get short-term leases on condos, where to get long-term leases on condos, what areas you should stay in, what areas you should avoid. Um, it'll help you out so much. If you're coming for 2 weeks, or you're coming for 2 months, or you're moving permanently, like, dude, this it will help you out so much. It will save you so much trouble and hundreds of dollars of just making simple mistakes that people always make. Yeah, I thought skeeter m- mosquitoes. Skeeter is short for mosquitoes. I don't think that's is that an American term? I thought that was like an Aussie term. I thought that was an Aussie term. Your condo, $500. What does that include? Utilities, water, internet? It includes none of that. No, most condos here come furnished. I brought my own couch. I had them move the couch out because a lot of times the problem is with a lot of the couches that are in, especially cheaper condos, they're very tiny. They're not built for people that are 6'4". They're not built for, you know, tall Americans. Um, so yeah, I asked them to move the couch out. I brought my own couch. I asked them to move the kitchen table out so I could bring my own desk, so I can set up my desk. And I asked them to take their TV out because the TV was like an older, like 40-inch, TV. I brought my big 65-inch smart TV so I can watch YouTube on it. It's a US thing, skeeter. Okay, so definitely a southern term. Wow. Huh. Thai immigration here in Canada gave me a really hard time not having a hotel room booked. Yeah, man, what you should have done is you should have booked a hotel for like a week and then rented a then once you were here, went and look at multiple condos that you could rent short term and then rent a condo short term for a month and a half. So you have, a larger room, you have a washer, you have a kitchen, you have, it's a more comfortable setup. So yeah, this couch, uh, IKEA. I bought it from IKEA. It was like $400. Yeah, it was like $400 with the ottoman. With the ottoman, it was like $400 from IKEA. But it's just much more comfortable, you know. Uh, a lot of days I just kick back on the couch, crack open a beer, have a drink, and watch YouTube videos on my 65-inch TV, and it's comfortable. Whereas compared to the little tiny piece of crap couch that they had in the condo and their tiny crappy TV, I mean, I bought my TV, a 65-inch TCL off Lazada like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was for sale for like, man, it was like $300 for a 65-inch TCL screen. Color coordinated your deck with the IKEA sofa. Nice, man. Track Walker says he's going to be in Pattaya in October for like 2 days while he's visiting the motherland, Cambodia. Any places to see cars? If you're here in Pattaya, there's really two main places that you want to go if you want to see cars, and that is V8 Fast Lane Cafe. So it's a cafe, restaurant, bar on the dark side. So it's about 20 minutes inland, and it's owned by, I think the guy's German, but he's been here for like 30 years. He's married. He's got a half Thai, half German son, and they buy and restore mostly American and Australian muscle cars. And inside their cafe, they have a bunch of American muscle cars and also like Harleys, choppers, and sports bikes that have been restored on display inside the cafe. The second place you want to go to check out cars is the car collection at the car collection at what is that big tropical garden? Man, what is that place called? I've been there so many times. Brain fart. Nong Nooch. Nong Nooch Tropical Garden. Yeah, so Nong Nooch Tropical Garden is the largest botanical garden in the world. It's like it's like 15 US dollars to get into it. It's a massive tourist attraction. You go there, there's giant buses of people uh out to go to the garden to look at plants. But once you go in there, they have two buildings where the owners have their car collection. And there's probably, I don't know, 50 to 75 cars. So those are the two places if you're in Pattaya, if you want to check out cars, it's V8 Fastlane Pattaya and Nong Nooch Tropical Garden. Yep, I did. Yeah. Finn, yeah, as someone else said, I heard there is Craigslist here. Someone told me at one point there was Craigslist here. I was like, shit, man. I didn't know. But really, Thai people use Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, if you're looking for anything, Facebook Marketplace. Like, I needed a TV stand for my TV, and I was gonna about to buy a TV stand from IKEA, but then I would have to have it shipped down here and put it together and stuff. So I just jumped on Facebook Marketplace like 2 days ago and typed in TV stand, and I found a TV stand from a guy that was moving. He was moving back to the UK, and I bought the TV stand from him for like I think it was $20. So yeah, yeah. If you're ever needing anything while you're in Thailand, like I said, you know, the TV stand that he was selling me was normally like $150. I got it for like $20. I got it for 800 baht. I was like, I'll take it. Like I was like, I want a TV stand now. I don't want to wait to order it from IKEA or whatever. And all the ones that I looked at from like the local furniture stores were crazy expensive. Lee Styles was asking if I'm gonna put better tires on cream pie for wet roads. Cream pie is spelled with PAI. Cream pie. I put it in the titles of all my videos. It is spelt like that. Cream pie. It's named after the city of Pai in northern Thailand. Um, no, I do have to replace the tires because they were damaged, but our triple eights are going back on the car again. 100%. Straight back to the same tires. 100%. Those tires in the rain are fine. As long as when I did my big road trip to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, I got stuck in multiple rainstorms. As long as you are very gentle with the throttle and very gentle with the steering, it's okay. It's fine. But the problem is, my situation, I was too aggressive with the throttle and too aggressive with the steering because I was trying to get out of someone's way. Um, yeah. So, but the car is rarely. It's all good. It's all good, Lee. Trust me, you're not the only person that does it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's I rarely drive the car in the rain. The car gets driven in the rain maybe 2 or 3 times a year, If it's raining, I don't drive the car. The only time it gets driven in the rain is if I get stuck in the rain. And then normally I try to wait it out. If it's raining, I just park the car. There's been plenty of times where I have been out in that car and it's been raining. I park the car, I take a grab, I go back home, or I go have dinner or something, and I just wait till it stops raining and then I go back and get the car, then drive it home. Yeah, Andy, that my E30 cream pie is one of the worst. It's a very short wheelbase V8 rear-wheel drive car with no traction control, no ABS, on R888 100 tread semi-slick track tires, manual transmission. Like it's just, yeah, sucks, man. But it happens. I've had the car for almost 3 years at this point. So, but no, our 888 tires are going right back on the car. Yeah, the name Cream Pie is named after Pai because Pai has the best driving roads in Thailand. And once the car is fixed and rainy season is over, we are finally taking Cream Pie to the city that it was named after. It is finally going to Pai. Cream Pie is finally going to Pai once rainy season is over. Probably November. Yeah, Mike, I just don't drive it in the rain enough to buy rain tires. Like it's you guys have seen me drive the car in the rain like once. I just don't drive the car in the rain. Why would I? Would you do a guided tour for fun, car related day for a group of guys in Bangkok, paid of course? Uh Eric, I cannot do that. So I am not allowed to do that because I am a foreigner in Thailand. Tour guide services are strictly reserved for locals. So it's a law here in Thailand that foreigners are not allowed to offer tour guide services. So that's why you don't see foreigners doing that service. Now, what I do is I offer consultation services to basically coach you on what you need to do that tour yourself. So if you're interested in just booking me for a consultation, the link is in the description of this live stream. Just go to my website, cbmedia on youtube.com, book me for a consultation, and basically what I do is I give you a step-by-step guide on what to do if you're coming to Bangkok or Thailand and you want to go do car guide stuff. So if you want to visit shops, if you want to visit car markets, if you want to go shopping for car parts, if you want to attend car events, and just kind of help guide you on what you should and should not do for your time in Thailand. So I apologize. I can't be your tour guide, but I can jump on a video call with you for an hour and basically coach you on what you should do, what you shouldn't do, where you should go, and make sure that your time in Thailand is as good as it should be. Chris, it is good to hear on the triple eights. I'm about to pull the trigger on the set for the M2. Great perspective on rain. I was a bit concerned. Yeah, the M2 will be a lot easier. The M2, you have a little bit longer wheelbase. You have a advanced traction control system. The turbocharged engine does make a lot of torque, but it's a lot more manageable in the M2. I still wouldn't suggest driving the car in the rain. It's still not, if it's raining, drive one of your other cars. But if you get caught in the rain, it's manageable. It's fine. I got caught in the rain in the E30 on my road trip to Kuala Lumpur, and I drove the car for a good hour plus in a big rainstorm. But the difference is what happened then and what happened when I wrecked the car was we were on the interstate as a group driving together, and there wasn't a lot of traffic. So I was able to sit in the slow lane in 6th gear at low RPM and just kind of make my way down the highway. Gentle throttle, gentle steering. Where I end up in this situation was I was too aggressive with the throttle and I was too aggressive for the steering, um, trying to change lanes. So, yeah. Uh, Reg Dunlop. I still have the Evo. I think I'm gonna go pick it up today from the shop. They needed a new alternator, so I think I'm gonna go get the Evo today. So, Andy, yes, I am. I'm back in Thailand. I arrived back here, man, almost 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I'm here for a while. So I really don't have any big plans of going anywhere. I am waiting on. I have a friend that builds the jeepneys in the Philippines, and they're in the process of building one of the two-seater jeepneys with the steel body that's lowered, that's going to have a built motor turbo K20 in it. That's probably going to make 5 to 600 horsepower, and they're offering to let me make a video with that jeepney and drive it. So when that is completed, I'll probably go to Manila just to make a video with a 500 horsepower K20 jeepney and get to drive that. But besides that, I really don't have any big um, I don't have any big plans as far as any other travel anytime soon. Simply because I've kind of been on the road for 4 or 5 months, and I'm happy where I am now. I'm in my brand new condo here in Pattaya. I'm nice and settled. I have my computer, I have my monitor, but I'm good to go. So, are we about to hit a million live viewers yet? Jarn Drive said, "Are we beating Trump and Elon yet?" Poland was fun, Lee. Yeah. What's up, Robert? Hello. Jarn Drives, am I into sim racing? Not so much. I would like to get into sim racing. It looks super fun. I would like to do some sim racing. I really would. Stagwar says, I know you post the calendar on Patreon, but are there any big events in February and March that you know of? Yeah, there's a couple big events that happen in February and March. Um, there's one that happens at in Patoon Tani. That's a really, really big. It's a very unique car event. I mean, you have Skylines and Supras and BMWs and stuff, but it's very heavy into the diesel truck stuff because it's hosted by one of the big race shops that builds custom diesel trucks in Thailand. So that's a very, very good event. That's a very, very good event. Um, so I think that happens normally it happens in March if I'm not mistaken. I think it happens early March. But of course, I'll put the information up on the Patreon. John says the roads in Pattaya flood quick when it rains. Be careful where you park. That is very true. The roads do flood pretty bad. The roads do flood pretty bad in Pattaya. Um, But, I mean, if if I'm in my E30 somewhere and it starts raining really bad, I make sure to park in an area that, you know, the if it starts raining, I normally pull over into like a big PTT fuel station or into a big restaurant or somewhere that the car is covered, and then I can also chill out for an hour or so and wait for it to stop raining. I mean, there's been times where I've been in that situation and I'll just call a tow truck. I should have done that when I was in Bangkok, to be fair. But it was late at night and big mistake, man. Big mistake. Yeah, the Cars on Flight one is really good. The Cars on Flight is a pretty good car show, but the one in Patoon, um, I think you will be there for it. You're there February 19th to March 15th. I'm pretty sure you'll be there for the Patoon, the one at Patoon. That event's better than Cars on Flight. Cars on Flight is a great event, but it's because of the limited space of the event. You know, the area in front of Terminal 21 is not it's not a it's not a big space. So there's only a very small amount of cars that can attend. 100 viewers. We are only 990,999 left to beat Trump and Elon. Is Trump and Elon still live, guys? Stagwar says, I remember the live stream you did in Bangkok a few years ago where it was crazy flooded in front of the bar you were in. Bro, that was wild. Like, that was at the corner of Sukhumvit and Soy 19, I think. Bro, it was flooded so bad. I was watching tuk-tuks and motorbikes just bogging down because they were just hydro locking motors. Like literally it was flooded to my kneecaps. To my kneecaps, bro. And my kneecaps are pretty tall. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy, dude. That was a crazy flood. Chad, what is the total amount of cars you own? I have my Yamaha X-Max 300 motorbike. I have Cream Pie. I have the Evo. And for some reason, I still own a Mark 7 Volkswagen GTI back in the States. I don't know why I still own that car. So stupid. Scott asked, whatever happened to the model that you went to the abandoned airplane? That is Toffee, Toff Gun. She is not a model. Um, she's beautiful, but she's not a model. She's an airplane pilot. But she's still doing. I mean, she's an airplane pilot. She's flying airplanes, and she makes YouTube videos. But all her YouTube videos are in Thai. So then there's so many people that do the walkabouts, just walking down random streets in Thailand and just talking about stuff. The market for when it comes to YouTube videos, you have you YouTube is a business, right? YouTube is a business. You are providing a product or service and you are getting paid for that product and service. But on YouTube, instead of people paying you with their money, they pay you with their time. And then Google puts ads in your video, and that's how you make money. Now, when it comes to YouTube, if you want to be successful on YouTube, you have to understand what your potential customer base is. What is the demand for the product and service that you're offering? And you have to decide if it's worth it. The amount of people that care about a guy walking down an alleyway in Pattaya, Thailand is very small. It is a very, very small market. It is very small. The vast majority of the people in the world cannot find Pattaya on a map. The vast majority of the people in the world, just to be fair, they don't give a shit. They don't care. It's a very, very, very small amount of people that care about what's going on random streets in Thailand. Now, when it comes to motorsports and custom car culture, you have things like Top Gear. MotoGP, F1, NASCAR. It is a global phenomenon. It is an interest that hundreds of millions, if not billions, of people are interested in. So when you're looking to create content, you have to decide what is the size of people, what is the bucket of people that are would be willing to give me their time to watch the content that I produce. So it's like it's just one of those things that's, you know, it's I make videos about car culture, unique car culture in different countries and in different places of the world. You know, that most people, when it comes to creating automotive content, they're in Australia, UK, United States. I try to create videos about car culture and motorsports in unique locations. So it makes me a little bit different, but it's also an interest that a large amount of people are interested in. That's why people that make just Thailand videos, you know, that they don't, you know, the biggest Thailand YouTuber, like the biggest YouTuber in all of Thailand that makes videos about just walking down streets is you know, my buddy Chris, retired working for you. And I think Chris is, how many subscribers does Chris have? So Chris is at 429,000 subscribers. And he is like the biggest Thailand YouTuber. And then I think probably second would be maybe Patty Doyle at like 250,000 or something. But when you think about automotive YouTubers, you know how many automotive YouTubers there are with 1 million subscribers? I mean, there's probably 100 of them, you know? So it's just like a, you know, I don't know. Russell, I didn't have the Evo. Russell was asking why I don't drive the Evo in bad weather. I mean, normally if it's raining, I don't even drive the Evo. Why? If it's raining, I normally just call a Grab taxi and I sit in the back of a taxi with my AirPods in and I watch a YouTube video to get where I'm going. Um, Later, Mike. See you, dude. Have a good day at work. But yeah, I didn't have the Evo when I crashed my cream pie. I was in Bangkok, and cream pie was at a shop in Bangkok, and my Evo was at the shop down here in Pattaya getting an alternator replaced. So I think I'm gonna go pick up the Evo today. Lee Styles asks, "What's the difference between Phuket side of the bay and Pattaya?" Um, I mean, cleaner water, more beautiful water. Phuket has nice, clean, beautiful, crystal clear Gatorade blue water. That's the difference. Look at the thumbnail of this photo. Look at the thumbnail of this video. That is what the Phuket side looks like when it comes to the water. You look at the water that's outside my window right here, and it's like gray because over here they dump poop and they dump your poop into the ocean. That's the difference. See, Stagwar's got it. Stagwar says no walking talks, but can we get more drive-in talks? 100%. As soon as cream pie is repaired, we are jumping in cream pie and going for a long drive in cream pie, uh, in in the dry when it's not raining. Will I be at the Gumball 3000 September 17th at Central World? For sure, bro. 100%. Lee Styles says not the distance. We're talking about Pattaya versus Phuket. More like living. You got to try both, man. Me personally, I would love to live in Phuket. Specifically, we had this conversation the other day. I really like Phang Nga and Krabi. But me personally, I go to Bangkok almost every weekend. So if I want to live on the beach, I need to be within a 2-hour drive to Bangkok. And so for me, Pattaya works best for me. But if I didn't need to go to Bangkok every single weekend, I personally would probably live on the northern tip of Phuket, Phang Nga, or Krabi. That's where I would personally live. Yeah, man, those were good videos, Finn. I did enjoy those videos. I did enjoy making those videos, and I enjoyed those times. Don't get me wrong, Finn. I enjoyed those videos. I did. During that time, I couldn't make videos about car culture because of the situation. But also those videos. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Those making those type of videos. Um, it comes with a lot of bullshit. It comes with a lot of people. Those videos, the type you're you're not that type of person, Finn, but those videos attract extremely toxic, mentally ill, alcoholic, drug addicted, sex tourist psychopaths. The genre of making YouTube content around Thailand, Cambodia, Philippines, Southeast Asia attracts an audience of really mentally ill psychopath people that that harass YouTube creators, find their family members, dox people, harass friends and business associates, and do everything they can to make your life a living hell. And you also don't make as much money because the bucket of people that are interested in that content is much smaller than other genres on YouTube. So you make less money and you deal with a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. So that is why when I could switch back to making strictly automotive content where I make more money and I deal with less bullshit, I completely abandoned that genre of content, if that makes sense. Southeast Asia attracts Thailand, Cambodia, Philippines. There's plenty of people that come here that are awesome people that are, independent location workers. They're entrepreneurs. They're retired and they're great people and they just want to live an awesome life on a small budget. But it also attracts just absolute psychopaths. That is why when I'm living here in Pattaya, I avoid certain places of Pattaya because of the type of people it attracts. And me being so well known, every time I go to those places, not every time, but um, I tend to attract unwanted attention. I, I've just had I've just had people be really weird, multiple times. Uh, that is why when I go out in Pattaya, I go to Walking Street. People go, "Oh, why do you go to Walking Street?" I go to Walking Street because it's the most expensive place in Pattaya, and those type of people don't go to Walking Street because it's the most expensive place in Pattaya. So that's why I go there. Is because it allows me to avoid the psychopaths. So DB Cooper said Bangkok 1112 had over 750,000. Bangkok 1112 has 1 million subscribers, but he also got demonetized. Yeah, Bangkok 1112. Scott, correct. Yeah, I stand out. Yeah, I've had so many situations like on Soy Bacao and stuff where people just come up to me and be super weird. I've had some very weird, very, very weird encounters on Soy Bacao, specifically Soy Bacao. That's why I try to avoid that place. I've had I've had one too many bad situations where I have to like just walk up and leave a bar because people are acting very weird. Yeah, Bangkok 1112, he had 1 million subscribers. That poor guy, man. But he got demonetized. Bangkok won 112. During his peak, like 2015, 2016, 2017, he was probably making $10,000 to $15,000 a month on YouTube. Probably. He was killing it, dude. Bangkok 112 was killing it. And he was the first person to do that type of content in Thailand, and it was very genius. And the reason it was so smart for him to do that type of content, if um if you guys have ever watched his videos, you if you don't know who Bangkok 1112 is, he was the guy that started the kind of hidden cam style like street scene YouTube content in Southeast Asia. He would go to places and he had a very small camera with a that was very high quality with a good zoom on it, and he would just film street scenes. He would film girls, he would film dogs, he would film tuk-tuk drivers, he would film guys walking with their girlfriends, and he never showed his face, so nobody knew who he was. And the reason his content was so popular was because you had tons of people, most of them psychopaths, that would come to Thailand, and they would come for a week or two, and they would come here for a very specific reason, and it would be party and meet girls, and they would be very much into that scene, and then they would go back home to their day job, and they would be working in a cubicle. They'd be stuck in the UK or America with their fat wife and their kids that they hate, and they would just dream about that week or two that they had in Thailand, and they would watch Bangkok 1112's content because it was nostalgia. That's all it was nostalgia. It was like, oh man, I remember being there. I remember sitting at that bar. I remember seeing that girl, and they would watch his content. But back in 2015, 2016, YouTube was okay with that type of content. But he ended up getting so many strikes that his whole channel got demonetized. Again, that guy was making I would say at least $10,000 a month on YouTube, and his whole channel got demonetized. He lost it all. It's crazy, man. But he started a new channel. He does have a new channel now, and he films a lot more. He's more PG with his content, but it really doesn't get as many views as it did in the past. But you know, it is what it is. I don't get as many views as I did in the past either. But because my content now has higher ad rates, automotive content has higher ad rates than just like Thailand content. So yeah. Don says I'll probably start wearing masks in Thailand because of those YouTubers. Um, there's not as many here as there used to be. That's kind of died out a little bit. He got caught filming inside Nana Plaza. Big trouble. It wasn't inside Nana Plaza. He didn't film inside Nana Plaza. He was filming on Soy 4. So like outside Nana Plaza, on Soy 4, like the bars outside. They had a picture of him up in the staff room. So back in the staff room where everybody would get ready to go to work, there was a picture of him from like the security cam or whatever, and said, if you see this guy sitting at the bar, kick him out. So yeah. And then I think during the whole global pandemic, he got he got stuck outside Thailand. So yeah, there was big rumors that he died. Everybody was saying that he died, but he didn't die. One 110 in the chat. Is Elon and Trump still alive, guys? Once I told you, I'm not turning this live stream off until we beat Elon and Trump. I'm not doing it. Camaro, I appreciate it, but it's cream pie, spelled Pai, because it's named after the city of Pai in northern Thailand. cream pie. Cream pie. You guys should get one of these shirts. They came out so sick. So this is Terminal 21 Mall in Patia. That shirt came out so sick. Cream and black as well. I like the cream colored one. Boss, yes, you did, definitely did, boss. Boss, go check the main channel because I I crashed my cream pie. They're still going with 1.2 million. 1.2 million, bro. 1.2 million? We're only at 117. We got to beat them. Dang, dude. So does low season mean rainy season? Yeah, Camaro Boom Boom. I love your name, Camaro Boom Boom. I don't know if I want to even ask what the meaning of Camaro Boom Boom is. Did your Camaro go boom? Did the engine go boom? Or do you boom boom in your Camaro? I don't know. But yeah, low season, rainy season, yeah, same thing. Normally, the official start of rainy season in Thailand, it officially starts March, May. Officially starts in May, and it officially ends in October. So like May to October is low season and rainy season. So really August and September, the time right now is peak rainy season. August and September is where we get the most rain. If you look at the statistics if you look at the data, at least Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket, Chiang Mai, most areas get the most amount of rain in August and September. So this is peak. This is peak rainy season. Nice. Camaro Boom Boom says you got the black safety fish shirt. That was a very popular shirt. I just got a bunch of those shirts myself because all the shirts are made in Florida. I thought I was being slick. Listen to this, guys. So I ordered 10 of my own shirts because when I want one of my shirts, I have to order my own shirts. I thought I was being slick while I was in Poland. I ordered 10 new CB Media shirts for myself, right? And I said, oh, I'm going to order them and have them delivered to me at my apartment in Krakow, Poland, so I don't have to pay the import duty taxes in Thailand. Guess what? In Poland, if you order something that is outside Europe, you also have to pay import duty taxes. I had to pay 150 US dollars for import taxes on my own t-shirts. 150 bucks. I had to pay 150 bucks import duty tax on 10 t-shirts. I was so pissed. So pissed. LC Travel says, Pratimac, haven't seen rain in a couple days. Yeah, same, bro. Yeah, it's been pretty decent here in Pattaya. Um, when I was in Bangkok, it rained every day, 10 days. Mike just ordered the gray safety fish shirt. That one's nice, dude. I got one of those too. Uh, yeah, that one. The crazy thing is I ordered a bunch of those shirts. I never wear them because I strictly wear dry fit shirts. At this point, at this point, I pretty much only wear dry fit shirts unless it's like December, January, when the weather here is you know really, it's not cold, but it's like semi cool, then I'll wear a normal t-shirt. But I only wear dry fit shirts, man. I ordered those, paid 150 bucks for import duty taxes, and I'll hardly ever wear them. Aaron, is it easy to move there and become a citizen? Well, I mean, it's easy to move here if you have money. If you have money or you work remotely, then it's very easy to move here. But it is extremely difficult to be a citizen. Extremely difficult. Like it it would probably take you 15 years to become a citizen here. You have to learn, you have to be fluent in Thai. You have to, like, it's a lot. Like, there's very few people. Like, being here 7 years, I've met two people that are a citizen, foreigners that are citizens. It's extremely difficult to be a citizen here. It's very, very, very rare. I mean, people will live here for 30, 40 years and not become a citizen. So, does your skateboard have a cool design? Oh, yeah, I put my skateboard there because I was just trying to find a place to put it. Toy machine. Yeah, there's no real reason to become a citizen. I mean, it's not necessary. I mean, there's not a yeah, you don't need to be a citizen. Uh, I mean, I really don't suggest people, buying property. You know, I mean, the best thing to do when it comes to living in Thailand is to be flexible and mobile. John, I do have, um, yeah, I know the shipping from the U.S. to Thailand is expensive. I know. I'm sorry about that. It's expensive. It's the other side of the world. I know shipping is expensive. I will have shirts for sale, um, at some of the big car events later this year. So like probably like the Connection Thailand event and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I'll have some shirts for sale there. Yeah, I know the shipping sucks. Yeah, there's no point in becoming a citizen. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, what you have to do, what you have to go through to become a citizen here, and what you get out of it, it just it doesn't make sense, you know. So 103 in the chat. We have not beat Elon yet, but eventually we will. Eventually we will beat Elon and Trump. Yeah, doorway. Yeah, the when I first started making when I first started making CB Media apparel, it was done through a print on demand company. I think it was Teespring, and I did that for like maybe like 6 months, and then I met somebody on Ko Chang that actually had one of the shirts, and I'd never seen one of their shirts before, and they were terrible quality, absolutely terrible quality. You would wash them like maybe 10 times, and they would start falling apart, and they were really, really bad quality. So then I started making them in Thailand. Um, and I had a manufacturing facility make them here in Thailand. But the problem was the inconsistency and the sizing. So one order of XLs would fit a certain way, and then another order of XLs would fit another way. They were just very inconsistent and the sizing. So now everything's done printed in Florida. So everything's done on next level t-shirts. So the sizing is consistent and everything is printed in Florida and shipped from Florida. It costs me a couple dollars extra per shirt, but 80% of my sales are US based anyway. So all my customers, it costs me like $2 extra per shirt. Uh, and then the labor for shipping everything costs me more money as well. So it costs me $3 or $4 more per shirt, but my customers get the shirts a lot faster and they're a consistent quality. So yeah. Aaron, getting work here? No, you're not gonna get work here, dude. No. No, you're not gonna get yeah, you're not gonna get work here. You need to work remotely or you need to work for a company in your home country remotely, whether that be something as simple as, customer service or support, or you need to start your own business, or you need to have investments or do something where you make money remotely. The good thing is you can easily live here on $2,000 a month. Yeah. Man, JM was asking about John Tim. John Tim is screwed, dude. Sunday, I was out cruising on my motorbike down John Tim Beach Road. Bro, it took me almost an hour to get from one side of John Tim Beach to the other side. From like John Tim Soy 1 to like non John Tim. It took me almost an hour Sunday on a motorbike. On a motorbike, bro. It would have been faster to walk. It is screwed. It is screwed, dude. Steve, I've never watched that channel. Steve, I'm actually surprisingly, I'm not I'm not really that big into BMWs. I'm more of an American muscle car guy and like a JDM guy. But I love my E30, and I love classic and retro BMWs, stuff from the 80s and 90s. Big fan of the 80s and 90s BMWs. But I've never really been a big BMW guy. It's my first BMW, but I have always loved the E30. For me, the E30 is like it reminds me of like it's like a German Fox body. Does that make sense? It's like a German Fox body coupe, like a notchback Fox body. Doorway says the tie sizing is wild and XL there is not the same as the XL in America. Yeah, man. I mean, I would always when I made my shirts here, I had them make them in US sizing. But despite that, like one batch of XLs would fit different than another batch of XLs. Like one batch, the sleeves would be shorter, or like this area right here would be tighter. That there just wasn't like a really good like quality control on there really wasn't great quality control on the sizing and fitment. So, which caused problems. A lot of people were complaining and it wasn't acceptable. Yeah, it just wasn't acceptable. So, uh, it makes more sense for me to print my stuff in the US. It's less problematic, it's consistent. People get their product, what they ordered way faster instead of waiting, you know, 10 to 14 days to get your shirt. It's there in, half that time. Shipping is less expensive for again, 80% of my customers are US based. So I have to do what's best for the large majority of people that buy my apparel, if that makes sense. Bam Diggity says BMW 636 is one of the best retro in my opinion. I agree, dude. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I love the classic 6 Series BMWs. I do need to do something with my motorbike. If you guys have any ideas, Elon said X is getting DDoS attack, cyber attack during the interview. Man, we got 120 in the chat. We're getting closer to Elon and Trump. We're getting closer. We might beat them soon. But yeah, somebody was saying they were voting for a bike road trip. I do need to do something with my motorbike, man. I need to make some type of video with my motorbike. So I have a 300cc X Max, Yamaha X Max, that's modified. I need to do something with my motorbike. I need to make some type of video with my motorbike. I'm just not sure what I should do with it yet. I don't know if I really want to do another motorbike tour. It's really not that fun. It's not that enjoyable anymore. Like seriously, it sucks. Like you'll notice even like Patty Doyle, who like his like bread and butter was motorbike tour videos. He rode his motorbike all over Thailand. He visited every single province in all of Thailand, every province on his motorbike. And he rarely does motorbike tours anymore either because it sucks. It's not fun anymore because, you know, now that we're on the other side of, you know, the global pandemic, all the traffic is back in Thailand. All the delivery trucks, I mean, they drive like total maniacs. You know, during you know, during the pandemic, it was amazing. There was no traffic. It was safe. It was fun. Now doing motorbike tours in Thailand, it's a death wish, bro. It's a death wish. Like if you don't know, Thailand has one of the highest death rates per capita when it comes to road accidents in the world. Like because of the mixture of motorbikes and cars and just the way Thai people drive, it's terrible, man. Like when I bought my X Max, I did a motorbike tour, but I didn't film it. I went from Phuket to Phang Nga to Krabi to Surat Thani to Koh Samui over like a 2 week period. I did it just because I wanted to do it because I missed doing it, but I didn't film it. Um, and it was terrifying. Like just the way, dude, the way these people drive, you can be on a motorbike and there can be a hill with a turn, and it's a blind hill and a blind turn, and you cannot see what's coming on the other side. Thai people will still make that pass. They will pass double yellow lines. They can have their wife and their kid in the car with them, and they will still make that pass. They will take the chance. They will take the chance of killing themselves, their wife, their kid, and you if it means they're going to make it to their destination 60 seconds sooner. Like, I'm serious. There were so many situations where people around me were constantly putting my life at risk to the point that I was getting mad. Like I was getting like seriously mad. Like I was like they were making decisions driving that were putting my life at risk where it was just like I'm it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. Like I just it's not something that I want to do. Chad compared a BMW to a Fox body. I'm talking about like the E30 and the Fox body are both like very boxy two-door coupes from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like they're drastically different cars, but just the styling and kind of how the Fox body is like your textbook classic, you know, 80s, you know, coupe. The BMW is like your textbook 80s classic German coupe, you know? Yeah, car tour is a lot more safe. Sell the bike and buy a mini truck to add to the collection. No way, dude. I love my X Max. And I ride my X Max every single day. But generally speaking, I just ride my X Max around the little area that I live in. I use my X Max to go to 7-Eleven. I use it to go get lunch. I use it to go get dinner. Like I use I use my X Max every day. I love it. Worst drivers, Thai or Malaysian? Definitely Malaysian. Definitely Malaysian. The difference is, well, no, I would say it's Malaysians have an opportunity to drive at a higher rate of speed because their roads are so nice. If you were to give Thai people the same road conditions as Malaysians, they would do the same thing. But the thing is, a lot of the roads in Thailand are in such poor condition that they're not able to drive at the same high rate of speed that Malaysians are able to drive at because roads in Malaysia are beautiful. They're perfectly smooth. Like they're really nice roads in Malaysia. But yeah, I'll never go back to I'll never go back to Malaysia because of their drivers. At least I'll never take my car. I'll never drive in Malaysia again. Yeah, I've heard Indonesia's bad as well. But the only place in Indonesia I've ever been is in Bali. Chad, reply, attention from jerks there. I remember when we met up in 23 and that Irish drunk started threatening you because uh, we were talking and he kept interrupting because he recognized you. Yeah, man. I mean, it happens. It happens more times than I want. It's a good thing that it's a good thing that these days I get recognized a lot less because of the content that I make. I do get recognized a lot less, thankfully. Scott says similar to 285 in Atlanta without lanes. It's way worse than Atlanta. Way worse than Atlanta, bro. Way worse. I've seen you up and down S5 like a dozen times in an hour. S5. Oh, soy 5. Yeah, well lately I've just been out cruising. Lately it's the weather's good, no rain, uh nothing else to do. I mean, a lot of times I just jump on my X Max and go cruise, man. I I used to really enjoy like my daily thing was when I lived in John Tim, I lived at the bottom end of John Tim, like down near non John Tim. I would get on my motorbike and cruise John Tim Beach Road all the way into like Pratamac, have a sunset beer, and then turn around and cruise back. That's it. But you can't do that anymore because now John Tim is a one way. And also it's not fun to cruise there anymore because of the traffic. I remember seeing you at Nana. Yeah, that happens. One of my favorite things to do, like when I'm in Bangkok, honestly, like people ask me like what is your like hobby? What do you do to relax? Believe it or not, one of my favorite things in the world to do is to go sit at the bar on Soy 4 at the entrance of Nana, put my phone on silent, put it face down, order a drink, and then just watch the total shit show that unfolds in front of me. It's like it's like going to a human zoo. Like it's just so entertaining. Like I literally love just sitting there, phone on silent, phone face down, with a drink, and then I will sit there for hours and just watch the girls go to work, watch guys walking by, watch people walking by, looking at the sign, watching the girls across the street, watching guys talk to girls, just watching the freak show. It is so much fun. Super Pig is a racing team in Thailand. Super Pig is they have multiple race trucks. Their most famous race truck is an Isuzu D-Max, Isuzu D-Max, but it's really just a completely custom tube chassis, or here what they call space frame race truck. Full carbon body, 1500 horsepower, four-cylinder Isuzu turbo diesel, compound, massive twin turbo diesel race truck that runs like low sevens in the quarter mile. So, yeah, that's super big. Yeah, they're crazy race team. They have multiple Isuzu D-Max circuit race trucks and multiple drag trucks, quarter mile drag trucks. Two of them run like mid to high eights, and one of them, the really fast one that's full carbon body, runs like low sevens in the quarter. Terra Cafe. Have I been there? That sounds familiar. Chris said human zoo. That's so accurate. It is, bro. It's a human zoo. You're just like, what? It's like being at the zoo and just like watching like all the like animals like interact with each other and stuff. That's what sitting out in front of Nana Plaza is like. Yeah, Super Pig has been on a couple of my videos at Bangkok Drag Avenue with the diesel race trucks. They gave me a T-shirt, so shout out to Super Pig. And it's a dry fit, so I wear it all the time. Like, like literally, I would probably say, 75% of the shirts that I wear, Thai race teams and car shows, and they just give me a shirt. I'm like, hell yeah. Your take on Nana cracks me up. I agree, bro. It's a human zoo. You just sit there and go, "Ooh, look at that! Look at this! Look at that!" Like it's so entertaining to me. I do the same thing. I do the same thing when I go to Walking Street. Like I go to, I only go to Walking Street in Pattaya maybe once or twice a month. But when I go, I rarely go into the clubs or rarely go into the go-go's. Like I just love sitting on Walking Street at 2 a.m. at a little roadside bar, drinking whiskey and Coke, and then just watching everybody walk up and down the street and just watch how people interact with each other and the lady boys approaching guys, and does he know she's a lady boy, and is he gonna go with her, and like I love, I literally, my favorite thing in the world is sitting somewhere with my phone on silent, drinking whiskeys and cokes, and people watching. Thailand has Thailand has it is peak people watching. It is one of the best countries in the world for people watching. Like this is generally like one of my biggest hobbies. Is drinking whiskey and coke and people watching. I love it. Anyway, what was this Terra Cafe? Terra Cafe. Have I been there? I think that sounds so familiar, bro. I think I've been there. Terra Cafe. It looks nice. Oh no, no, I haven't been there. Have I? No, I haven't. I was thinking up around like I was thinking it was up around Pitchabun, but no, different cafe. It looks nice though. It does look nice. I need to make my way up there though. Yeah, will he? Won't he? Super entertaining game. Yeah, that's a good one. The cafe, uh, next to King Seafood. Yeah, that's a good one as well. I sit, Stagwar. I sit at the one that is right at the entrance of where Republic is. So where Republic is, there's a cafe right there on the corner where the little alleyway is that goes to Republic. So you see all the girls going to Republic and leaving Republic. Oh, it's the best. What would be a good 2-week vacation to scoop out future retirement in Thailand? Um, if you're looking for future retirement, um, Lee, I hate to sound like a broken record, but man, I'm telling you now, if you really plan to come to Thailand, if you really plan to come to Thailand to seek out retirement, you have to book me for a consultation service. I'm telling you, it will save you 100 hours of research, and it will save you money back guarantee. It will save you double what the consultation cost. If I do not save you at least double what you pay me for the consultation, money back guarantee. Just check the link in the video description. But if you're looking for a place to retire, it depends on what you're looking for. If you like living in the mountains, Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai are great. If you like living on a beach, you need to either be looking at northern Phuket or the like John Tiem area or Hoi Hin. If you like big cities, then obviously you need to be in Bangkok, but you need to be in the right neighborhood of Bangkok. So everybody's different, you know? So I'm telling you, I mean, you have to book me for a consultation service. Seriously. It will save you 100 hours of research and save you double what my fee is. Guaranteed. Money back guarantee. Later, Joe. Yeah, we're at 106. I love Chiang Mai, but the burning season would suck. Yeah. Yeah, I tell people if you're going to move to Chiang Mai, you need to budget in the fact that for 3 to 4 months of the year, you got to leave. So you got to leave 3 to 4 months of the year. Yeah. If you're living in Chiang Mai, you're gonna have to be able to rent an Airbnb in Pattaya or Koh Samui or something or Phuket for 3 to 4 months of the year. So if you sign a lease a yearly rental in Chiang Mai, you need to factor in the cost of 3 to 4 months of an Airbnb outside of Chiang Mai because the air pollution is just that bad. It's the worst in the world. It's worse than like cities with giant factories in China. Don, it's on my to-do list to put up some online courses on I'm gonna do one on Bangkok, one on Phuket, and one on Pattaya. Basically a deep dive into each city, whether you're going to move there permanently or whether you're going to just come on vacation. Connor, that's what I was thinking, and Connor, that's what I was thinking about doing a driving vlog up there. I know there's some really good roads up there, but I also my next big driving video. I want to start in the Nan province, Nan province in Thailand, and then uh, I want to make my way up to Pai, which is where which is what my car is named after. Which I think Nan to Pai would probably be how far is that? I'm looking on Google Maps. 448 kilometers, 7 hours and 20 minutes for like a straight through drive. But you want to hit the most curvy roads, kind of the best, and probably try to avoid Chiang Mai. So probably a 3 day drive 4 hours a day for 3 hours. Phuket is a no go. So the thing about Phuket, later, Andy. The thing about Phuket is it's a big island. It's the biggest island in Thailand. When people think about Phuket, they think about Patong. But if you're going to live in Thailand, northern Phuket is actually a great place to live. Um, what's up, No Chill? Later, Scott. Yeah, LC Travels. I did the Mae Hong Song Loop. I did the motorbike tour on the Mae Hong Song Loop. I might do it again in the E30. We'll see. But I really want to go to Nan. I really want to go. There's a very famous road in the Nan province. So in November, once the E30 is sorted, new coilovers on the car, and rainy season is over, that's going to be the next big road trip video in the E30. But yeah, as far as Phuket goes, if you stay on the northern tip of Phuket, it's totally different than Patong, which is totally different than Ruai. Ruai used to be a great place to live. Um, but things have changed drastically in Ruai recently. Yeah, Kamala. Yeah, Kamala. Last time I was in Phuket, I stayed in Kamala for 2 weeks. Yeah, yeah, Phuket, Little Russia at this point, 100%. But so the thing is if you stay on that northern, if you stay on that northern part of Phuket, let me look it up real quick. I think it's called like Bang Tao. Yeah, Kamala's nice, but Kamala's also still busy. But if you stay like Bang Tao area, Bang Tao Beach, Banana Beach, Naitan Beach, you stay on that northern part of Phuket, um, it's not touristy. It's not Little Russia. There's not a lot of tourists there. And if you want to live somewhere long term, it's a great place to live. But I mean, me personally, I love, right as you go into the mainland, right as you go into the mainland in Phang Na, that area is amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's not touristy. It's beautiful. Um, it has, you can be at Phuket Airport in 30 minutes. Uh, that area is great. Yeah, but Kamala is nice. But Kamala also still attracts a lot of tourists. But it's not a bad thing. Kamala definitely attracts a different type of tourist than Patong. So you don't, it's not a hardcore party town. It has, a lot less Russians. Me personally, people complain about all the Russians in Phuket and John TM. The Russians really don't bother me. Me personally, I will take the Russians over the Chinese any day of the week. Any day of the week. The Russians just pretty much stick to themselves. The Russians, they stick to themselves. They don't say shit to you. They just yeah, they don't really bother people for the most part. But the Chinese are annoying as hell. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, the Chinese with all their big buses and their stupid flags and blocking up the roads and like, dude, it's just like there's so many times that I'm in Pattaya and there's just a group of Chinese tourists just blocking the sidewalk. You're trying to walk and they force you to walk into the road with all the traffic because they won't get the hell out of the way. Like I yell at them. I'm like, "Move!" Like I'll take the Russians over the Chinese any day of the week. Like I can't tell you how many times I've looked at them and go, "It's called a sidewalk, not a side stand. You walk, you don't stand." Because literally there'll be 30 of them just standing on the sidewalk, blocking blocking up the entire sidewalk. Yeah, I'll take the Russians any day of the week. cream pie, Ryan? Cream pie is at the shop getting repaired. So it's waiting on some parts, and hopefully cream pie will be back ready to rock in the next month or so. But no rush to get it back on the streets because we are in the middle of peak rainy season here in Thailand. I said earlier in the stream, August and September has, if you look at the statistics, if you look at the data, we have the most rain in August and September. So I'm no rush to get cream pie back on the roads. Me Chinese, me play joke, me go pee pee in your coat. Stagwar, I'm working on that, man. I'm working on I'm working on a sponsorship with a very, very high end coilover system. We're talking about a coilover system that costs pretty much what an E30 cost. You can buy an E30. You can buy a running and driving E30 for what this coilover system cost. So it's definitely a step up from the Olins. Olins are nice. Olins are great coilovers, but they're high end off the shelf coilovers. When you order when you get a set of Olins for your car, you go, "Hey, I have a BMW E30. I need a set of Olins." And they pull a set of Olins off the shelf and they ship them to you. The suspension that I'm looking at getting is they don't keep this suspension on the shelf. Where you say, "Hey, I need a set of coilovers for an E30." They go, "What engine is in the car? What is the weight distribution? What tires are you running? How much horsepower does it make? Is it a race car? Is it a track day car? Is it a street car? Like, is it a drag car?" And they build your suspension for your exact car and what you use the car for. They don't keep on the shelf coilovers in stock. Every set of coilovers is designed for your car and then hand assembled in the US. So it's a very, very high end coilover system. Like, again, seriously, like, these coilovers cost what an E30 cost. Yeah. So yeah, E30s are great, dude. They're great. I'm not a big BMW guy. I've said it before. It's the first BMW that I've ever owned. But E30s are very analog. It's a very exciting car to drive. It's very analog. It's retro. It's a real, like, the real driver's car. I've slid it around a little bit, Ryan. I've slid it around a little bit, but E30s don't make the best drift cars because it's a very short wheelbase. But I've slid it around, drifted it a little bit, but not like actually, not yanking handbrakes and stuff like that. Yeah, I've always been concerned about the diff in the car. So it has the OE BMW E30 diff, but it has the OEM E30 diff that has the factory limited slip differential. And I don't know how well it would handle that with really sticky tires and a V8 in it. I've always been afraid of just completely grenading the diff because it's not easy to get that diff in Thailand with the limited slip. So I've been concerned about that. Yeah, but have we beat Elon and Trump yet? No, unfortunately, I still have that thing. Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, I still have that E30. Still dealing with all like the crap from like the DOT, the Thai DOT, like getting it registered and stuff. Huge pain in the ass. Part of uh part of life in Thailand as somebody who modifies a car. Yeah. So Trump and Elon is still alive, man. Holy crap. These guys are going forever. I was gonna hang out until we beat them. The only way I was going to beat them is just wait till they stop going live. But I think these guys are probably going to. I think they're probably going to talk forever. Tosh the Mosh, is there a good motorcycle part shop and patio where you can purchase YSS suspension? Um, what is the name of that shop? S Racing. The letter S. S as in Sam. S Racing Motorcycle Shop. So it's over there in like Central Patia. Like right off of Sucumbit. Like near Sucumbit and Central Patia. S Racing Motorcycle Shop. So if you go there, tell them that you're friends with me. They know me. They know me well there. So they have a bunch of different suspension, wheels, exhaust, whole bunch of stuff. Wow, Elon was your boss for 10 years, just 3 managers away. Huh? No, bro. Hell no. I don't watch Thai TV. I don't have Thai TV. I don't think I've ever had Thai TV networks that I know of. I mean, I have a TV, but I use my TV just to watch YouTube videos. Northwoods Peachtree, what up, man? Welcome to the live stream. I mean, I'm wearing dry fit shirts and eating pad kerpow for lunch every day. And constantly sniffing on this thing. But I haven't gone that native yet. I haven't gone that native. Not yet. I don't even I don't know if my TV can pick up Thai network. I have no idea. I haven't tried. Hopefully this is my new mic. Hopefully this is better than the little shotgun mic that I was using while I was traveling. My buddy from work got an invite to trailer his Viper up to the tail of the dragon. Nice, man. Tail of the dragon right there. 318 curves and 11 miles. Deals Gap. Love that place, man. Yeah, Tail of the Dragon was my happy place for a long time. Thanks for being here, dude. Happy to do it. We're going to be doing a lot more live streams, man. I'm doing a lot more live streams. Now that I'm settled, I know that I have good internet. I have my desk set up here. I'll be doing a lot more live streams. Nah, you'll see more of the spatula mic. That's for when I'm filming that's from when I'm filming videos. The little wireless mic that I clip onto the spatula, it wouldn't last 2 hours on a live stream. This mic is actually, you see the cord. So you see the cord, so it's plugged into my computer, so it has constant power. Ryan, I speak extremely basic, terrible Thai. Like I know hello, thank you, you know, numbers, order food, give directions, like super basic Thai. I'm not gonna take the new visa. The new visa allows you to stay in Thailand, I think 6 months a year for like a couple years. I want to stay here full time. So that visa is not going to work for me. So I'm going to continue to do my long term visa. Um, so I have a business visa. So yeah, I'm going to continue to do that. I need to sell some spatulas. But that visa is a great visa for lots of people. For lots of people, I have lots of friends that come to Thailand and they spend, the winters here. They spend high season here. They come in, October, and they're here to like through April every year because they live in Canada or the UK, somewhere where it's cold, and so they come here during the winters when it's the high season here, and then once it's the low season here, rainy season right now, they go back to their home country and they work or they deal with business or whatever. And for those type of people, that visa is perfect, bro. It's perfect. But guys, we are an hour and 53 minutes into this live stream. And well, I got stuff to do today. So, Stagwar, last question from Stagwar. I asked earlier, is there any real difference between the BRZ and the 86 other than the badges? Um, I've heard the suspension tuning is different. One of them is stiffer than the other. I can't remember which one. You have to Google it. But the major difference that I've heard between the two is the suspension tuning is different. If you're going to replace the suspension with aftermarket coilovers, it doesn't matter. But if you're going to keep the factory suspension, I would do some Googling and check into the suspension tuning on both. But yeah, so that is it. We're going to end this live stream now, guys. We're an hour and 55 minutes in. There's no way anyone watched this on the replay and made it all the way to the end. My plan was to stay live until we beat Trump and Elon, but unfortunately, I think I have failed. But regardless, I got shit to do today, guys. So thank you for being here and hanging out with me on the CB Live channel. And guess what? I'll probably be back again tomorrow because we are on these live streams, son. Wherever you are.